Well, if game 2 is anything like game 1 here at Hoffman Estates, those of you checking in here are in for a fantastic hockey game. Good evening at this point. It's after 9 o'clock. Good evening and welcome to game 2 of this Bantam Premier Select NIHL Blackhawks tournament doubleheader. My partner Eric Willowite and myself, Aaron Schellen, and we just had an amazing hockey game between the number 1 seed Timberwolves and the number 4 seed Mammoth. Back and forth they went. Timberwolves with a 1-0 lead. Mammoth came back with 2 goals to take a 2-1 lead. Timberwolves would score 2 goals in about 90 seconds in the second period to take a 3-2 lead. But Mammoth, the number 4 seed, would score 2 goals in the final 5 minutes of the third period to defeat the top seed Timberwolves and take a 1-0 series lead in this best of 3. So the 2-3 matchup between the Irish Rovers and the Bloomington Thunder have a lot to live up to, as that was a phenomenal hockey game. So these two teams, as I mentioned, in the 2-3 matchup, the Irish Rovers finished second in the Bantam Premier Select division this season with a 10-3-5 mark on the season. That being said, Eric, only outscored their opponents by 18 goals. So that's a goal a game. So they played a lot of really tight games, even though their record 10-3-5 shows they played really well. Bloomington Thunder came in with the same exact record as Mammoth at 5-6-7. Mammoth emerged victorious. Can the underdog Thunder make it 2 for 2 with the lower seeds beating the higher seeds? We shall see. These two teams played 3 times during the regular season. The Irish Rovers were 2-0-1. They won the first game 5-3 back on January. They played a doubleheader on January 7th. Irish Rovers won 5-3. The second game of that doubleheader was a 3-3 tie. And then on the 21st, out at the Icebox in South Bend, the Irish Rovers would defeat Bloomington 3-2 in that one. So a 5-3 game, a 3-2 game, and a 3-3 game. So 3 close matchups. And we're expecting more of the same here tonight. And wow, I mean, I said at the end of that first game that you and I needed a couple of minutes to sort of catch our breath and compose ourselves after what was just, and you said it in the third period, one of the best NIHL games you and I have ever had the pleasure of broadcasting. And we're both well into triple digits now in terms of number of games that we've broadcasted. And that was one of the best.
Yeah, I mean, just the competitiveness of it and the nature of the top team in Bantam Premier Select getting all that they can handle from Mammoth. And Mammoth was up to the task. So now it's, that for the Timberwolves, they're facing a do-or-die game tomorrow. And one of these teams tonight are going to be facing a do-or-die game tomorrow.
Speaking of tomorrow, so game 2 of that Mammoth Timberwolves series will take place at 2:20 p.m. right here on Rink 2. This game tonight, obviously starting now. Tomorrow, game 2 will be 3:40 p.m. And then game 3, if necessary, will be Sunday the 12th at 3 p.m. as well. A lot of people in chat already. Up to 50 people checking out the Irish Rovers and the Bloomington Thunder. Welcome to each and every one of you. Eric and I are pleased. We're honored. We're thrilled to be part of the NIHL Blackhawks tournament again. Eric and I, those of you who have watched some of our NIHL broadcasts know how much Eric and I love bringing you youth hockey and how much we just love the sport of hockey in general. And game number 1 of this playoff really sort of justified our love for youth hockey, because I don't care what level of hockey it is. That was a fantastic hockey game to watch. So
it really was. And you mentioned the Icebox before. That's one rink I want to get back to next year, and maybe next year we can get a chance to get down in Bloomington. I know we got to get a pair of games when we make those longer trips, so hopefully both of these organizations can make that happen next year. But, we had a good time at the Icebox last year, and we definitely like to go there again and get that Bloomington trip on the docket for next year.
It's funny that you were saying that. I was chatting with one of the people in chat before the game, and I said that we didn't get a chance to get over to the Icebox this year, but we had a great time there a year ago. Hope to get there next year. And we did have some conversations with the people from Bloomington to hopefully get down there and do some Thunder games next year as well. So that's all for next year. But right now, we got the 2-3 matchup underway, the Thunder and the Irish Rovers. The Irish Rovers in their you know, I guess you would call them their Irish jerseys. They're the white, green, and gold, and Bloomington Thunder with the black and neon green that they are known for. And, you know, we'll warn you ahead of time with the viewing angle that we have for this broadcast. As Bloomington comes towards us, seeing numbers and seeing specifically who has the puck is going to be a little difficult because the numbers are on the back of the jerseys. And I got some old eyes, so those numbers down at the far end of the rink, I do my best to bring them to you. So
I thought you did pretty well in that first game, though.
Thank you. There's an opportunity for the Thunder right off the bat. Walking in, shot save made by Schultz. That is Noah Schultz, number 35 in goal, makes the save on Charles Anthony on the breakaway. You know, and if you're a goalie, you know, you want that first shot to be a little bit easier than a breakaway. But Schultz was up to the task right there. Puck out to center ice. Taken away by the Rovers. That's Jax Daig. That's a name you and I know really, really well, yep. Eric, from the 12U Premier Select last year. Jax had the goal of the NIHL season, a little between the legs, flip it over the goalie's shoulder action that was probably the best goal that we've seen in our 2+ years doing NIHL games.
Yep, yeah. Very creative offensively.
Yep, up on the 14U now, so.
Now, you mentioned the long distance here. So, you know, for viewers for this game, we mentioned it in the first game as well. Here in Rink 2 in Hoffman Estates, there's no center ice platform for us. So we have the long view on the porch. It creates a different view, but we'll zoom in on the far end. But obviously, as we zoom in, you see the net, the protective netting here. So just a little bit different setup than when we normally have center ice, but it works just as well. And as I told Aaron, when we get these corner shots here, it's almost like we have a drone over the corner.
Yep, high above ringside. Yep. No, and it actually brings some really interesting viewing angles to the broadcast, especially when you're down here in front of us. You see some really, really, really up close and tight action at the far end. You can see some stuff in terms of like shots from the point and you know, and really from both ends, you can see how these teams set up offensive and defensively on the power play, which is really neat. So you get some cool viewing angles here, if not different. Puck backhanded around by Cooper Ruse. Hicks flips it out to center ice and giving chase will be CJ Porter for the Thunder. Porter has the puck. Cranenberg bearing down on him. Knocked away. Cranenberg has the puck on his backhand. Forehand sticked into the corner by Chase Hansen. Number 50, the starting goalie for the Thunder here in game 1 of this best-of-3 Bantam series. Eric and I won't be here tomorrow. Eric and I will be at Fifth Third Arena, allowing the Squirts to take center stage as the 10Us will take center ice, so to speak, for their Premier Select tournament.
I think that'll be their second round.
That'll be game 2 for them as well. Yep.
Or yes, game 2, correct.
Puck played ahead to Anthony. Charles Anthony walking through, tries to go through Hicks. He can't. Good defense there by Oliver Hicks to just stand up Anthony right at the faceoff dot, not let him through. Cross ice pass stolen away, and Jordan Stocky just a step or so outside of the blue line when he played that puck. He was in all by himself, but he was offsides.
These two teams look a little bit bigger than the last two teams we had, especially in goal. The law firm of Schubert and Schultz for the Irish Rovers, they're rather tall.
They grow them big in South Bend.
They must.
Puck played forward, taken away there by Cooper Roos, and he walks in offsides.
Then on the Bloomington side, Jackson Nickel. I love a first name Jackson. That's always good.
It's a good name. It's a fun name. We got a Jackson on both teams.
Jackson.
Face-off is won by the Irish Rovers. Walking in with it is Grady Harrell. Backhands it deep. Carson Frankenberger plays it forward. Goes down low. Stick lifted behind the net. Harrell tries to center it. Does center it. It's swept away, though, by the Thunder. Kept in at the point nicely by Hicks. Hicks walks in, left pad save made by Hansen. Anthony now in his own corner, throws it over to the far side. Hicks will pinch. Bangs out to the high slot area, comes out towards the top of the crease, and the Thunder just iced this one. So some pressure here in the early going by the Irish Rovers. Best scoring opportunity, though, was by Bloomington, Charles Anthony, on that, on that breakaway in the early going.
Yeah, we'll see how this game plays out. That first game is kind of, as you said, it was like a feeling out period before Mammoth actually got their legs later.
Yeah, we saw it in that first period of that first game. The Timberwolves controlled the pace of play early on. They were able to get a goal, but they weren't getting a lot of great scoring opportunities. They were just possessing the puck.
Right.
As that's going to be an icing, I believe. Yep, pass just eludes the intended target. Intended target being Noah Gully. So, yeah, there was a feeling out process in the early going where there weren't great scoring opportunities on either side. As the game got going, though, you saw Mammoth kind of get their, as you said, get their legs underneath them, get comfortable with the pace of play. And frankly, and I said this to you in between games, Eric, that if you didn't look at the records of the two teams, you would have thought that the Thunder had, or excuse me, that Mammoth had the better record. Frankly, they outplayed the Timberwolves for the majority of the game. And it looks like the officials may have missed an offsides there. Gives the Thunder an opportunity here in the offensive zone. That's William Minot, has it knocked away, trying to skate forward with it is Jackson Briones. He's met by 3 black jerseys, though, and it's cleared into the offensive zone now by Oliver Hicks. Oliver Hicks gets it up to Noah Gully. Gully was one of those Bantam all-stars that I had the pleasure of calling in Vernon Hills a few weeks back at the point. Cooper Roos puts the shot in. It gets away from Hansen, but he's able to scoot to his right, cover up for a whistle.
Rovers getting some action here. A couple shots on net. Yeah. Testing Hansen at our left.
Yeah, and then that's what you want to do in the early going, right? I mean, goalies haven't played in a few days here, and put the puck towards the net, see if you can get a funny bounce, or see if you can catch the goalie off guard, and try to get an early lead. And the one thing I want to see if we see some of the same things we saw in that first game, Eric, where each team made, here's an opportunity for the Rovers, the shot in, it right in the blue paint, couple of saves made by Hansen. So Chase Hansen makes a couple of tough saves on a initial shot from the point.
Jacob Hicks.
Yeah, it was Jacob Hicks, 29.
I like what he did there, though. It wasn't a slap or anything. He kept it on the ice looking for a deflection with the traffic.
And as I was saying, Eric, in that last game, we saw both teams commit penalties behind the play.
Yeah.
A hooking penalty in one instance, a roughing penalty in another instance. In both penalties that were behind the play that had nothing to do with what was going on the ice, led to goals for each one of those teams. And you said it a couple of times that in the postseason, mistakes get amplified.
And they did.
They absolutely were amplified in that game. We saw icing penalties that led to defense or offensive or defensive zone draws, however you want to look at it, that led immediately to goals for the team that had the offensive zone draws. Yeah. So, every mistake, is amplified. Shot in from the blue line by Colin Jackson forces Schultz to make the right pad save. Just turn around and whip that one in towards goal.
Never a bad plan.
Nope, Pierce Slocum tries to play it, knocked away. Cranenberg now. Connor Cranenberg banged up against the boards by Porter. Thunder clear it into the zone. Benjamin Clark tries to play it forward. He does able to squeak it into the zone, but Porter's there waiting for it. Porter goes over by the penalty box, and Colin Jackson clears it in, but here comes Jacob Hicks again. Hicks clears it in, goes for a change. Puck is stopped there by Chase Hansen. Comes out to center ice where Kucera has to play it. It loses the puck. Here come the Thunder. Thunder walk in. Little flip shot. Schultz directs that into the corner. Centering feed. Kucera again. This time makes the right play. Gets it out to Jax Daig. Daig knocked off the puck. Down behind Schultz. Derrickson knocks down Oliver Hicks. And that gives the Thunder a chance to forecheck. Clark backhands it around, but right onto a Thunder jersey. Comes around the near side. Jax Daig battling for it with Tommy Peter. And the Thunder are able to get the puck out to center ice. Kucera now just puts it in on goal. It's directed over to the right side. Comes back to the left. That's Landon Beckman. Beckman clears it in. Dump and chase here strategy by the Thunder. Battle with a goalie, Schultz. Dangerous opportunity there as he allowed a Thunder player to kind of bear down on him, but was able to play the puck. Cleared in by the Irish Rovers. We're at the 7-minute mark here of the first period. Still no score. The Irish Rovers, the 2 seed, the Thunder, the 3 seed. The winner of this series will play the winner of the Timberwolves and Mammoth on the 19th down in Joliet. Right now, Mammoth with a 1-0 series lead on the Timberwolves with a shocking, some would say, 4-3 victory. Nice poke check there by the Thunder, and that allows them to turn defense into offense. Come the other direction, off the stick of Jackson Nickel. The return pass the other way eludes Grady Harrell, and icing is waved off. I'm not sure why icing was waved off, but icing was waved off. Irish Rovers now with the puck. It's Oliver Hicks. Taps it forward on the backhand. Finds its way to Kucera. Kucera loses it to Gully. Gully tries to play it forward to Minot. Minot falls down. That gives Hicks a chance to play it behind his own net. Unmolested. Oliver Hicks stops on a dime, cuts back to his right. Pass over to the left to Daig. Daig up ahead to Cook. Michael Cook. The shot just rolls in on Chase Hansen, who makes the save. So we're starting to see kind of a little bit more up and down here. You know, again, we talked about that feeling out process, and neither team wants to be the team that makes that first mistake.
Right.
So you play maybe not tighter, but you play more cautious, I would say. And I think that's what we're seeing here in the early going. Hicks fires the wrist shot right into the glove of Chase Hansen.
Yeah, and Hansen could have let that one go, but, you know, playing it safe is not always a good bet.
Yep. Face-off won this time by Bloomington. Thunder played up to the left half boards. Cross-ice pass misses everybody. Kucera backhands it, but only black jerseys there. Colin Jackson was the first one on it. Kucera has it again. He's banged up against the boards by C.J. Porter. Pass up to Harrell from pass in, shot, and the save is made by Connor Cranenberg. Nice give and go from Cranenberg, and I believe that was Harrell, 28, and that led to a great opportunity right in front of the net by number 20, Connor Cranenberg. Draw will come to the left of Chase Hansen. Back to the point. Shot hits a leg pad in front. Cooper Roos took the shot, hit Anthony in the leg. Roos gets another shot. Ooh. That one bangs off the end boards. Pushed around back the other way by Beckman. Beckman is going to get the return pass. Kept in at the point by Jacob Hicks. That shot blocked into the corner using the blocker. Chase Hansen back to the point. There's Hicks again. Jacob Hicks through a ton of traffic. Cranenberg tries to go backhand, forehand, but it just squirts off his stick. Rovers putting some pressure on here. So we're under 5 minutes left in the period. Cranenberg, the centering feed. Hard shot by Roos, and the save is made by Hansen. Cooper Roos found himself all alone, Eric, at that right face-off dot and unloaded.
Yeah, you're starting to see more puck possession here coming from the Irish Rovers, giving them a chance to get some shots on net on Hansen. Let's see if that turns into a goal for the Rovers.
Thunder take the draw, take their time getting out of their own zone. Little nice tip pass forward, but waiting there is Jordan Stockey. Stockey behind his own net, tries to clear it out. It gets underneath Derrickson. Going back for it, it's Kyle Simpson. Daig on the forecheck. Simpson over onto the right corner. Kept in at the point there. That's Kucera. Kucera's shot doesn't make it in. Simpson again behind his own net as his pocket picked by Briones behind the net. Comes out to Minot on the left side. Minot tries to clear it out. He can't. Kept in by Oliver Hicks, and now it is knocked out to center ice by the Thunder as we're under 4 minutes. Kucera now. And right back the other way come the Irish Rovers. That's Oliver Hicks. Minot knocked away from him. Edwards now. Bryson Edwards tries to walk in. He can't. Minot has it taken away by Cranenberg. Cranenberg, right face-off dot, fires the shot. Save made by Hansen. Cranenberg now on the left side. And the puck is cleared out. It catches an edge. And that will be an icing here. Whistled down on the Bloomington Thunder with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in period number 1. Game number 2 of this NIHL doubleheader on the NIHL TV network. The NIHL Blackhawks tournament. My partner, Eric Willowite. My name is Aaron Shellen. It's broadcast powered by Stream Sports Midwest. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday night. Eric and I are. Game 1 made this a great night.
Heck yeah.
So hoping for more of the same here over the final 2+ periods. Thunder have the puck, shot in, goes wide as Schultz. Squirts out to the left. Just banged in deep by the Thunder. Over forward is Colin Jackson, taken away from him. Pass up ahead. Cranenberg now walks in. Cranenberg tries to split the defense. He can't. The Thunder high off the high glass and out to center ice. Connor Cranenberg has been very noticeable here over the first 13 minutes. Shot trickles in, which isn't a surprise. Connor was a Bantam all-star this year. This is Michael Cook walking in. Cook with the shot. Blocker save up into the netting. Two and a half now left to go here in period 1. Face-off will be to the left of Chase Hansen. Draws one by nobody, but the Thunder are going to be the first one to play it. They get it out into center ice, race for the puck. Kept in there at the point, high slot area, walking in, shot in. Schultz with the right pad save, kicks it away from Tommy Peter. Peter back to the point. Shot hits a body. Stocky able to play that puck from his backhand to his forehand. Benjamin Clark, aggressive forecheck, but the Thunder are able to play the puck and work it out to center ice. Kucera. Nice play by the Thunder as they were about to go off sides, but Jack Stig tips that one into the offensive zone and gives chase. He battles with Derrickson. Big size advantage there for Derrickson, and he takes advantage of it to get it out to center ice. Puck is cleared in, and Simpson will be the first one on it for Bloomington. Out to center ice again. Tipped forward, and Harrell will walk in with it. He's poke checked. Coming out the other way are the Thunder. Shot in. Schultz makes the save in his chest. He doesn't know where it is, and fortunate for him, a couple of white jerseys there able to tip it away, but that squirted out to the left. And if there was a Thunder player there, that was an open goal. Cooper Roos walks across the blue line, fires in the shot. The save is made by Hansen, and he will cover up.
Yeah, we haven't had to say Schultz's name too often, but on that one, as you said, that puck sort of bled out to his left and wasn't able to track it, but friendly fire on his side.
Good layers, as they say, as the Irish Rovers had a couple of defensive players there able to knock the puck out of harm's way. Roos again with the shot in. Hits a body, doesn't make it through. It comes out to center ice. And the Thunder will skate into the zone with it. Bryson Edwards tries to go through 3 skaters, and he can't. Jordan Stocky hits it to Daig. Jack Daig tries to go around a couple of black jerseys, does have it, uses his leverage, centers it with one hand, but nobody there.
That's the Jack Daig we remember.
Yeah, and we saw him last year when he was on the 12U, and it's I've got kids myself, but you forget how big they get from 12 to 14. And yeah, he is outsized out there, but he obviously has the skill to play at this level. So we're down to 20 seconds left here in the first. Puck behind Chase Hansen. Cleared around to the right side out to center ice. We're down to 6 seconds. Minot tries from his backside going backwards, tries the one-handed shot. And that will do it for the first period. So no score. Some feeling out early on, but a little bit more up and down action in the second half of that first period. But no score after 15.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it, Aaron. It was just a feeling out process. The Rovers had the better of the play as the camera was pointed down at the far end most of the time, but we'll see what's in store for the second period.
The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, and Wisconsin. This is the 53rd season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the squirt, peewee, bantam, and midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all-girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold this Blackhawks tournament right now. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the NIHL president, or visit the website at nihil.info. All the teams have obviously finished their regular season play. We are now in the league's end-of-season phase, the NIHL Blackhawks tournament. Keep your eye on the nihil.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow afternoon, when Eric and I will cover 2 Squirt Premier Select Tournament games from the beautiful Fifth Third Arena in Chicago. The 12-10 matchup sees the Stallions and Rockford, and the 150 matchup is the Winnetka Warriors against the Ice Dogs. Tune in on the NIHL Facebook page. The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to announce that it is never too early to start planning your spring and summer. To check out all the exciting upcoming Blackhawks camps and tournaments, head over to blackhawks.com/youth hockey. Deep breath. Period 2 is underway.
Good job, Aaron.
Thank you.
We're going to plow through that.
Yes. 9 seconds into the second period, and we have an icing here.
All right, that's exciting.
Yes, you didn't miss much. Draw will come down right here in front of us. Here's that bird's eye view Eric was talking about.
We haven't had a draw too often here. No. This is nice.
No, I don't think we've had many draws from this spot really in either game.
All right.
This one is won over to the right boards. Thunder try to work the puck out to the neutral zone. They do. Walking forward with it is CJ Porter, but he has his pocket picked, and here comes the Irish Rovers. Good stick work there by Kyle Simpson. And Daig's not able to clear the zone. That'll be an offsides.
Yeah, that was nice work by Simpson there. He got that puck out there. Looked confident with it. He got it out of his zone with authority.
With authority. So again, Eric, these teams played 3 times during the regular season, and the Rovers were 2-0-1 against the Thunder. They won 5-3 back on January 7th. They played to a 3-3 tie also on January 7th. And then on January 21st, they defeated Bloomington 3-2. So a 1-goal game, a tie, and a 2-goal game. So talked about how Irish Rovers had a really, really solid record at 10-3-5 on the regular season, but played a lot of close games and played some close games against this Thunder team. And we got another close one here, as it is scoreless here, excuse me, in the second period. Down at the far side, Rovers have trouble getting the puck out. Shot in from the point by Frankenberger. Centering feed, the one-time attempt by Peter, and off the heel of his stick a little bit, but that was an golden opportunity, and we're going to have a penalty called. I'm not sure why they're blowing. Are they calling a penalty on the Irish Rovers? I thought the penalty was whistled on Bloomington, but they blew the whistle when the Irish Rovers had the puck. So, yep, it looks like it's going to be Oliver Hicks going to the box here. And again, Eric, you know what that was? That was a penalty behind the play, when your team has a rush go in the opposite direction. We talked about that in the first period. We saw that twice in the first game, and both times it led to a goal on that resulting power play. So we'll see if the Thunder can take advantage of that penalty behind the play by Oliver Hicks.
Yeah, it's just that the stakes are higher, obviously, when you're in the tournament. And so you want to minimize those things as much as possible.
Yep, that's Noah Gully down low. Gets it over to Edwards. Edwards walks in, shot, and the save made by Noah Schultz.
Schultz getting a little more action here in this second period.
Especially here on that man advantage. That Gully, Minot, and Edwards is the line out there for Bloomington. And That feels like their best line. Noah Gully and Minot are both players I believe that were on the Bantam 14U All-Star team. I seem to recall the names, but again, as you get up there in age, the memory starts to fade. So I don't really know, but I believe they were. Minot loses the puck, and it comes out to center ice. Kyle Simpson will play it. Goes cross ice over to Derrickson. Has the puck on the left half boards. Excuse me, that is Derrickson down low. The puck flips out over to the far side. Gully tries to get over to Minot, and it's knocked away from him. And that should be and will be an icing here on the Irish Rovers. 1:09 left to go on the penalty to Oliver Hicks. Still no score.
Nice shot down there from Hansen, all the way down to the other face-off circle.
Hey, you know how badly goalies want to score goals, right? I mean, you get those opportunities, on a 6-on-5 at the end of the game when you're defending an open net at the other end. Every goalie dreams of that opportunity, and they practice it.
Oh, sure.
Backhanded into the slot area. That puck is banging around in the crease. That was Pierce Slocum hacking at it, and covered up by Schultz for a faceoff. But they practice that during practice, just lofting that puck down the ice, trying to hit that open net.
Why not? Get your moment of glory.
That's right. Drawn out to the left of Schultz, or the right of Schultz. That is the right of Schultz. That is my left. Right at that post again, and Schultz does a nice job holding that left post, and we'll have another face-off. 2.5 minutes into the middle frame. Still no score here from the Hoffman Estates Ice Arena, game 1 of this best of 3 between the Irish Rovers and Bloomington. This is the 2-3 matchup. Shot in, and it deflects wide. Ooh, you saw Schultz try to push right to left there as best he could, but that puck squirted out of harm's way. Cleared in by Frankenberger. We're down to 30 seconds. Sliding, keeping at the point by Porter. But here come the Rovers the other direction. Flipped in deep. Frankenberger around the far side. Daig able to turn around and dump it back in deep. We're down to the final 14 seconds.
Nice job penalty killing here by the Irish Rovers.
Yeah, Stocky down there, 1-on-3, able to take the puck away and kill some time. 3 seconds left, and that will just about do it as Zachary Collins, that's Colin Jackson, wrong for. Colin Jackson clears it in for the Thunder. Penalty is up on Oliver Hicks. So no harm, no foul, as they say. Yeah, that pass attempt, it looked like it was mishit a little bit, and there's a shot high up into the chest area of Noah Schultz, and he makes the save. And that was similar to the shot in the first period that Schultz had sort of leak out to his left, did a better job of holding on to it that time.
Right.
.11:24 now left in the second period. Puck comes over to the right faceoff dot. Kept in at the point by Derrickson behind the net. Oliver Hicks will play it for the Irish Rovers. Shot in through the crease. Oh, wow. Just not able to get that bad angle shot on goal. Went through the paint. The battle for it down low. Hard shot from a bad angle. Nice right pad save by Noah Schultz, kicking it into the corner. And Charles Anthony behind the net. And the Irish Rovers try to skate out with it. They can't. Jordan Stocky goes behind his net. Up off the boards. Kept in. I think that went into the Thunder bench. So I'll have a face-off in the neutral zone.
Oh. Track Chase Hansen here after every stoppage.
We're going to have to check his mileage when this game is over. He does this after every whistle. He skates into the corner. He's getting a workout here tonight.
Yes.
Thunder D to D. That's Derrickson. Derrickson slides it through into the offensive zone. Rovers behind their net. Tipped forward. Kept in at the point, though, by Tommy Peter. Peter again at the point. Falls down. An opportunity here for the Rovers. 3-on-1. Here come the Irish Rovers, and good back check there by Simpson to break that up. That was a 3-on-1, and Chase Simpson hustled back, or Kyle Simpson rather, hustled back to break that play up. Shot hits a leg in front.
Simpson again.
Yep. Nice little back pass to Tommy Peter. Peter walks in top of the faceoff dot, whistles the shot wide. Here's another shot in, and Schultz has to react as that puck hit his pad, hopped up into the air, and he was able to make the catch.
Oh, once again, Bloomington, we talked about how Mammoth found their legs in that first game. I think Bloomington's really found their legs in this second period.
Yeah, they've played some pretty solid hockey here over the first 5+. Obviously aided by a penalty, but defensive player falls down. Rovers with a chance. Save on Briones as Frankenberger fell down, and number 88, Jackson Briones, came flying in and was able to get his stick on that and flip it up into the air and force Hansen to make a save. And we got a Bloomington player going to the box. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Noah Gully. I don't know what he said, but he said something. And that official wanted no part of that. You could hear her yelling from here. So number 88, Noah Gully, in the box here for a couple of minutes. Unsportsmanlike conduct again. An unnecessary penalty. So the Irish Rovers were able to kill off their penalty behind the play. Now it's actually, I think he might have just gotten a misconduct. Because there's 5 skaters out there. Well, okay. There's a 2-minute power play on the board, 2-minute penalty on the board, but there are 5
that can't
Thunder out here. So it's either a misconduct and they're going 4 on 5 on. Okay, so it is a misconduct.
Took it off the board, right?
Took it off the board. So that's going to be a 10-minute misconduct on Noah Gully, but the teams will skate 5 skaters to a side. Jax Day got all of that backhand. Save made by Chase Hansen. Yeah, I don't know what he said, but to earn a 10-minute misconduct, you used one of those no-no words. Chance here for the Rovers. Shot in. Rebound. Another attempt. A third attempt. Somehow Hansen able to keep that puck out of the net. Back to the point. The shot in deflects wide. That was 4 attempts at the net on Hansen. He makes all of the stops. That shot hits a stick and comes out to the near side. Banged out by Jackson Nickel. Catches an edge. That will come down for an icing. Best opportunity of the game for the Irish Rovers right there, Eric.
Oh, it definitely was. Non-power play opportunity, but they had a little momentum there after the offensive zone draw and was able to create some offensive chances.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes is you win that one offensive draw and then you look up and it's bang, bang, bang. You know, 3 or 4 opportunities right on goal. So draw to the left now of Hansen, who came up huge. That second save was a tough one. He was down on his back. Cook leaves it for Harrell, up for Cranenberg, who was all alone in front of the net and mishit it. That gives Derrickson a chance to come out the other way. Derrickson takes it wide. Derrickson stood up at the blue line nicely. Nice body check. And here come the Rovers the other direction. That's Cranenberg. Cranenberg tries to feed it through. Good defense. Again, that was Simpson out in front, shot in, and Hansen covers up. And you can see what Harrell was looking for there. He had Cook standing all by himself in front of the net, but if you're Grady Harrell, you got to let that one rip. You're in between the face-off dots with nobody around you. That was almost too unselfish by Grady Harrell there. Draw to the right of Hansen. That's CJ Porter to take the draw against Cranenberg. It's won by the Rovers. Porter down low. Porter and Cook battle for it. Over to Derrickson. Derrickson flips it forward. Kept in there. Knocked out to center ice. Skated back into the zone by the Thunder. And now back out. CJ Porter takes it wide. On the backhand. Tries to jump through a couple of white jerseys. Has it poked away. Kicked forward by Kyle Simpson, who's played a really good defensive period here for the Thunder. Up ahead, there is Simpson. Offsides whistle. That's a late.
Yeah, it really was.
That was about 4 or 5 seconds late as that play had been in the offensive zone for a couple of seconds before they finally blew that whistle.
Yeah, I think CJ Porter dove over the blue line to try and beat the offsides call, but not in enough time, according to the official.
Yep, so we're about halfway through this hockey game, and nobody has broken the proverbial ice yet. 8 minutes left here in the middle period. Still no score. Walking forward with it is Minot. Knocked away from him. Rovers coming right at you, the Irish Rovers. Puck cleared out into center ice, but the Rovers take it right back the other way. That's Kucera. Kucera able to knock it out past Clark. Puck rolls up on edge. Oliver Hicks now. Off the boards. Out into center ice. Edwards now. Edwards walks in. Shot deflected into the left corner. Two skaters to his side up against those half boards. Minot, first one on it. Tips it behind the net where Nolan Kucera will play it for the Irish Rovers. Lofts that pass down the ice. It hits a stick, bounces into the Bloomington Thunder zone where Nickel will play it. Nickel not able to clear it out. That looked like it might have been offsides, but it's a little hard to tell from this angle. Onto the stick of Minot. Minot walks in. Shot score! William Minot took that pass off those right half boards. Just walked in, Eric, on that right faceoff dot and put that one short side over the shoulder of Noah Schultz, giving the Thunder a 1-0 lead.
You know, and you mentioned the possibility that that might have been an offside just before that. What if that had been called?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, just either a non-call or it wasn't an offside, but either way, a great play by the Thunder to go the other way, and they break the proverbial ice, as you say.
They break the ice. William Minot. Yeah, that was a tough shot, too, because he didn't have a lot of space over there by the right faceoff dot, but he got right by the dot and just whistled that glove side, short side, giving the Thunder a 1-0 lead. So again, Eric, you know, we talk about the seedings, we talk about the records, and you know, it's cliche, but you throw it out the window in the postseason, right? So the Rovers looking to battle from behind here. Kept in at right here in front of you. The bird's eye view. There is Simpson again. Kyle Simpson all over the ice tonight for the black and green of the Thunder. He takes it wide. Behind the net, Simpson with it. Stops in the corner, backhands it out. Shot from the point, and awkwardly, Noah Schultz able to make the save. You don't normally see goalies stand up like that and make the save. Usually they're down, but he stayed up, was able to catch that in the breadbasket.
Face off to his left.
6:06 left to go, excuse me, in the second period. Draws one by the Thunder. Backhanded out. Tommy Peter with the shot in. Hits a body. Landon Beckman just couldn't get his body around to get his stick on the puck. Kept in at that point nicely by Frank Berger. Down in the corner. Hacked at by Beckman. He's pinned against the boards by Oliver Hicks. Behind the net now. Kucera throws it around, kept in over there by Jackson Nickel. Overskates it, but he's able to keep it in. Tries to backhand it back. He can't. That's the Irish now. Jax Daig tips it forward to Cook. Cook loses it to Frankberger, who clears it out. Hicks, Oliver Hicks, clears it in, and here comes Cook. Michael Cook down low. Cook behind the net. Cook back to the point. Cook shot in, hits a body, doesn't make it through. Here's the shot in, tipped by Cook right into the glove of Hansen. And that play right there. From this angle, you could see the shot, you could see the tip, and you could see the puck go right into Hansen's glove. That's a great angle for that shot. That was well done on all sides.
Yeah, Chase Hansen looking nice, calm, under control in net here for the Thunder.
Edwards behind his own net. Dangerous pass out into the slot, and that shot forces Hansen to deflect it up into the netting. So Bloomington without Noah Gully, who is still in the penalty box on that misconduct penalty. I don't know how much longer he's going to be in there. They don't have the 10 minutes up on the board. Shot, left pad, save by Hansen. And the thing I liked about that save is he directed that exactly where he wanted that to go, which was over to the left half boards where there was nobody there. Chase Hansen, you said it, looking really confident and comfortable in that. Shot in, and he makes another save and holds on.
Making saves with traffic near the crease, holding on, not giving up the rebounds.
Yep.
Yeah, he's looking very in control right now.
You know, and how many times do we see it in the NHL, Eric, that a higher ranked team loses to a lower ranked team because of the goaltending play of the lower ranked team. The goalie gets hot at the right time, you can be unbeatable. And Chase Hansen, through a period, almost 2 periods here, has been fantastic for Bloomington. Irish Rovers, 4:20 left to go here in the second, looking to get on the board.
And not that Noah Schultz hasn't been good.
No, here comes Cranenberg. Cranenberg shot it, score!
Well, there we go.
Wow, yeah, Hansen got himself way too deep in his crease there, Eric, and Conan Cranenberg took advantage of that, and another short side goal, and Chase Hansen found himself in the back of the net along with the puck, and it's tied at 1.
Well, just like that, we're all tied up.
Yeah.
The feeling out process is over officially for both teams, and we're back to a new ball game.
Yeah, we really are, and you know, we can take responsibility for that goal. As we just got done, you know, pumping the tires, as Roberto Luongo would say, pumping the tires of Chase Hansen, and gives up a goal. But yeah, Connor Cranenberg, one of the best 14U players in the NIHL league, and it's no shame to be beat by him. That shot up over the net by Jax Day. The shot in, left pad save, and another left pad save. Here's another shot, and hits a body, and wow! There we go. Chase Hansen follow the bouncing puck right up into his glove, keeping this thing 1-1.
Almost feel like he sees the camera, he knows it's on him.
Yeah, he knows it's on him. He knows he's got a little camera in his or a little TV in his mask, and he hears us talking about him. I mean, we are literally right above him. Maybe he literally can hear us talking about him. Yeah.
I'll show you letting in a goal.
That was a great save. Just that reactionary, another potential. Yeah.
Yeah, knocked down with a high stick, but I thought that puck was outside the zone anyways.
Could have been. Yeah, again, it's hard to tell from this angle because we're not at center ice, but.
Oh, no, I'm absolutely right with this angle.
Okay. My bad. But yeah, that last save made by Chase Hansen was just fantastic. It shot from the point, hit a something on the way in, and flashed that leather like a third baseman does at the hot corner. You know, just snaps that glove and is able to make the save.
Be snap season here soon.
That's right. Puck comes out into the high slot area, and the Thunder lose the puck. Walking in is Oliver Hicks. And again, there's that directional save by Chase Hansen that I talked about earlier. It's not something that a lot of goalies, you know, at younger levels know how to do. You know, goal number 1 is to stop the puck. And Chase Hansen's stopping the puck and putting it where he wants to put it. That shot whistles through the crease. Behind the net now. Cranenberg. Banged up against the boards hard by Derrickson. Cook has it. Cook drops it for Harrell. Miscommunication. Harrell went towards the net. Tipped forward by Harrell. Backhanded there. Cranenberg. Down low, stops right in front of us. Cranenberg and Derrickson again. Cranenberg behind the net, one hand on the stick. Back to the point.
A center.
Shot in, and Hansen makes the save. Connor Cranenberg.
A one-handed center.
Yeah, one-handed pass to your point from below the red line, setting your defenseman up for a shot from in between the dots.
That was impressive on both ends.
Puck squirts out. Thunder flip it out to the neutral zone. Banged right back in, but Nickel is there. Nickel goes D to D underneath the stick of Frankberger. And Minot lifts the stick, gives his team an offensive opportunity. Back to the point. Shot in, off the blocker, rebound off the post and out. That was Edwards and Minot on the rebound. Minot off the post, that stayed out. We talked about the sounds of hockey, Eric. That's the one. That's the one. The left pad save there up into the netting. Yeah, in the first game, Eric and I were talking about the sounds of hockey, the sound of a puck hitting the goalie's pad.
On the far end.
Yeah, on the far end you could hear it, and then that all too familiar ping.
Yep.
That all too familiar ping makes an appearance here in game 2. We're down to 97 seconds left to go in the second period. And yes, it is 1-1. Thank you. I had changed the score and then forgot to put it up. So I am broadcaster and I am graphics engineer for these games, and sometimes I struggle multitasking. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Down to 1:20. Here come the Irish Rovers. That's Harrell down low, loses it to Nickel. Nickel up around to Minot. Minot tries to kick it forward. He can't. Cranenberg back to Nickel. Back up ahead to Minot. Minot in a race with Harrell. It's going to be the first one there, but low of the red line, so not much he can do with it. Under a minute. Kept in at that right half boards by the Thunder. And we're going to have, I think, matching penalties maybe.
Yeah, maybe a couple, I don't know, roughing or
high sticks, or I think both players are going to go. It's going to be Minot. Definitely Minot is going to be going for Bloomington, and I believe, that's going to be Jacob Hicks going to the box here for the Irish Rovers. So matching, I don't know what they're going to call roughing.
Yep.
Matching roughing penalties. So we'll stay 5-a-side. Two of them were jousting, as they like to say, in that far right-hand corner. Face off to the right of Noah Schultz. Comes in on Schultz, and he has to cover up. Another draw. Do it all over again. Scrum right at the dot. Shot in, nice blocker save made by Schultz there. The puck comes out, and it's going to be played by Hansen. He's not shy. Hey, we talked about you talked about him making that accurate pass down to the far faceoff dot. He made another accurate pass right there from his own zone. Not afraid to play the puck. And he covers up with Cranenberg bearing down on him with 23 seconds left to go in period 2.
Yeah, good decision-making there by Hansen.
Yeah, and I liked what he did. He waited for Connor Cranenberg to get close to him before covering up, because we saw it in the first period where he covered the puck up and there was nobody around him, and the officials told him to play on.
Right.
So here he waited for Cranenberg to get down there on him and then covered up. Back to the point, shot in, doesn't make it through. Simpson's there. Another shot in, it doesn't make it through again. CJ Porter walks out with 13 seconds left. Porter takes it wide. Porter on his offside, that shot up into the netting. It goes behind the glass. So hopefully we have a readily available puck and we don't need a runner.
Yeah, looks like, yeah.
Looks like they got pucks in their pockets. 7.5 seconds left. Draw is won by the Thunder's. Puck is through the crease. Shot in. Blocker save by Derrickson at the whistle. And that will send us to the third period of a low-scoring but very fun second game of this NIHL doubleheader here from Hoffman Estates.
Yeah, maybe not the same offensive fireworks that we experienced in the first game, Aaron, but again, a 1-1 game heading into the third. That's all you can ask for in tournament play.
That is all you can ask for. Close hockey games. The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games as the Blackhawks are north of the border for the next week or so. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. on the West Coast against the Winnipeg Jets. And then, as I mentioned earlier, Eric, what says love better than an original 6 matchup on the 14th? The Blackhawks in Montreal taking on the Canadiens.
Yeah, no, that's Valentine's Day.
Yep.
You can't get better than that.
Can't get better than Blackhawks Canadiens on Valentine's Day. And then Wednesday the 15th, they continue their Canadian trip in Toronto, taking on the Maple Leafs. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. NIHL players and goalies. NIHL's Best Flow is back. This is a fun celebration of the best hockey hair in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this promotion from players and fans. All entries are now in. Follow the NIHL Facebook page and see what weekdays you will be able to vote for your favorites. One player represents their team in the contest. In the end, there will be a youth and a coach winner. They will win prizes for their team and themselves. Prizes are sponsored by Jerry's Hockey and the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Be sure to make your voice heard as we will see who will be named NIHL's Best Flow 2023. And Eric, it is science that if you have a good head of hair, you skate faster.
Yes.
I don't make the rules. I don't create the science, but that's science.
Yeah,
that's a
science.
Fact.
I heartily concur.
We are here in period 3, and Jackson Briones gets the shot from the blue line. Easy save by Chase Hansen.
I got to ask about that read, though. Aren't goalies players, too? Why is it NIHL players and goalies?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a good question. You don't really see a lot of solid lettuce, as they say, on goalies. You don't see a lot of that. That tends to be a skater thing.
That's true. Probably because they're on fire. Their heads are on fire enough as it is.
Yeah, right. I've seen some of the entries, and it's magnificent is all I can say. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, go to the NIHL Facebook page, go to their Twitter pages. They'll show you pictures of who's involved and who's winning, and it's just some magnificent hair on some of these young men and women. Puck now in the defensive zone for the Irish Rovers. That's Nolan Kucera. Kucera up ahead. Harrell across the blue line. Harrell walks in, rips the wrist shot, and Chase Hansen makes the save. So other than that one goal where Chase Hansen sort of found himself out of position, because he was literally in the back of the net when that puck went in. He was sort of out of position on that one shot by Cranenberg. He has been perfect. I mean, again, he's making the easy saves. He's putting the puck where he wants to off the save. And he's just been really, really sharp here tonight. And again, you said it as well. Noah Schultz has played a really, really good hockey game too. That's why we got a 1-1 game. Cook flips it through the crease. It's swept away by the Thunder. Out to center ice. Cooper Roos. D to Kucera. Whistles it in, goes for a change. Or doesn't go for a change, just whistles it in. Pinches at that left point, puts the shot in. Knocked down by the Thunder. Indirect pass off the boards. Shot in from the point. Offsides. And they're going to say Porter took that shot from outside the blue line. Offsides.
Nice save by Schultz. Nonetheless, we haven't called his name in a little bit.
No, and you can never be too sure. So, if you're a goal, I mean, even when it doesn't count, goalies don't like seeing the puck go in their net. You know what I mean?
You don't want that to happen.
Right. They're always going to try to make that save. It's like in basketball, after a whistle, somebody always tries to take that three-pointer, and then there's somebody there knocking it away because they don't want it to go into the net. Yeah. Same thing. Right in the slot area, shot right into the gut of Hansen by Jordan Stocky. And Jordan had some space there, Eric. He could have walked in a little bit closer if he wanted to. But fired that shot right into the stomach of Chase Hansen. Draws one by the Thunder, backhanded up and out to center ice. They skate into the offensive zone. That's Gully back out there after serving his 10 minutes.
Oh, he carried it off.
Yeah, came out of the zone.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Bryson Edwards puts the hands up saying, I didn't, but we could see that from here. You could see that white between the puck and the blue line.
Yeah, unfortunate. Know what he was trying to do there, but just got a little too far out.
That was good defense by the Irish Rovers, forcing him wide like that and forcing him to skate the puck out of his own, out of the zone. D. Hicks gets the puck up, trying to find Daig. Thunder come back the other direction. That's Derrickson walking down 1-on-4. Derrickson gets the backhand, forces Schultz to make the right pad save. Derrickson had that wicked slap shot right at the end of the second period as well. That shot handed down by Jordan Stocky, and he felt that one. He's shaking that right hand out. You forget that puck is frozen and really hard.
Yes.
When you do something reactionary like that. Pitchfork backhand pass into the offensive zone. Daig clears it out to center ice. Thunder, big hit up against the boards by Cranenberg, bangs into Derrickson. Those two have been going at it all evening long. 20 in white, 2 in black. Here is Cranenberg, skates through. Cranenberg walks in, and he scores! Connor Cranenberg picks the pocket of the Thunder defense, walks in all alone, scores his second goal of the game, and it's 2-1 Irish Rovers.
And a lot of that was built off of his defensive persistence, Aaron. As you mentioned, there was a nice battle there going on, but Cranenberg persisted on the play, and he was able to take it in.
And Eric, this is number 20 is the magic number here tonight. In the first game, number 20 for Mammoth was Garrett Haggerty. He had a hat trick. Here in this one, number 20 for the Irish Rovers, Connor Cranenberg, he's got a pair.
Pair of goals, yeah.
11:45 left to go here in the third period. The Rovers up 2-1 now on the Bloomington Thunder. First goal of the game was scored by Bloomington. That was William Minot. Then Cranenberg in the second. Cranenberg here in the third gives his team a 2-1 lead. Cleared in deep, giving chase. Frankberg with Daig on the forecheck.
And Minot hit a post.
Yeah, Minot did. He hit a post. You're absolutely right. Scaled around to the right side. Kept in over there by Cook. Cook down low, centering feed for Stocky. And it's swept out of the zone by the Thunder. Kucera now. Front of the penalty box. Banged into the penalty box. Is able to play the puck up to Jax Daig. Daig stick handles. Into the offensive zone. Stops there. Still has the puck. On a string, Jackson Daig. That pass is knocked away out to center ice. Hicks. Jacob Hicks. Plays it up ahead. Gets it right back. Battle at center ice. Cranenberg. 4 skaters right at that red line. Cook plays it to space. First one there, though, is Nickel, excuse me. Pass eludes Benjamin Clark. He'll have to go back behind his own red line and play it. Kicks it forward as he's banged hard by Anthony. Harrell tips it forward, but the Thunder are able to play it. Bloomington comes the other way, flips it in on Schultz. He's going to go wide, but Schultz sticks it into the corner, and there's Hicks. Hicks with the pass up to Harrell, misplayed there. CJ Porter on his backhand in his own zone. Able to get the puck into the offensive zone. A fortunate bounce. One hand in on Schultz. Wow. Nice job by Porter. We talk about the one hand of Cranenberg in that second period. That was just as impressive there by CJ Porter as Connor Cranenberg ices the puck.
I'll face off to the right here of Schultz. Noah Schultz.
We just had a question in chat from the Midwest Blackbirds. Unfortunately, tomorrow, Eric and I are going to be at Fifth Third Arena doing a couple of games for the Squirts. That puck gets away, and it gets through Schultz. He doesn't know where it is. And we're going to have a penalty called here on Edwards. Again, behind the play, Edwards is going to go to the box as he hits Stocky hard. And that'll be a rough or a board or something. It's going to be a roughing here on Bryson Edwards. But yeah, Eric and I tomorrow will be at Fifth Third Arena for a pair of Squirt Premier Select matchups. So
what was the question?
They wanted to know if we could come and do some of their games tomorrow.
Oh, okay, yeah. You said unfortunately we're going to be at Fifth Third. Well, unfortunately we can't be at your game.
Yes, we can't be at your game. Unfortunately, we will be doing other games tomorrow.
But we appreciate the ask.
Yes. So still nothing up on the board. There it is. 24. Bryson Edwards goes to the box for a rough. So this is going to put the Rovers on the power play. Shot in from the point. Goes wide. Cooper Ruse back to the point. That's Hicks. Jacob Hicks. Hicks plays catch over there. Gets it back at the point. Walks in. A ton of space. And ran out of space. Gets the puck back. Tipped away. And knocked out by Gully. Catches an edge, and that should be an icing. Oh, it won't be an icing, as Bloomington able to play that. Porter sticked away by Schultz. Clark looking for Harrell. It goes underneath his stick. Flipped up and kept in there by Clark. Benjamin Clark, I think I'm going to say played with a high stick.
Hand pass.
Hand pass.
Yeah.
A minute 12 left on the penalty to Bryson Edwards. 9:05 left to go here in the third period. Irish Rovers with a 2-1 lead over Bloomington. Tomorrow's game, as soon as I can get my schedule out here. Tomorrow's game, I believe, starts at 3:40. Yeah, 3:40 p.m. right here on Rink 2, the same rink. So come on east, or come on west from South Bend. Come on north from Bloomington, because Eric and I won't have that game for you, but still want you here rooting on the kids. Minute left on the power play. Jack Stagg has it knocked away from him. Comes over to the left side where Jacob Hicks tries to play it in. And it's just banged out, and that'll be an icing. So I hope you're having a fantastic Friday night. Eric and I are having a wonderful time here at the Hoffman Estates Ice Arena. We called one of the best games Eric and I have ever had the pleasure of calling in game one of this doubleheader, a 4-3 number 4 seed Mammoth victory over the number 1 seed Timberwolves. And here, another really evenly matched, really well-played game on both sides. 2-1, Irish Rovers with the lead as Hansen makes the save. 8.5 left to go now in the final period.
A lot of whistles in this game, Aaron.
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed that.
I have noticed that, Eric. Still 30 seconds left on the penalty. Shot in. That, I think, caught the outside of the post.
I heard a little something.
I heard
there.
A little ping.
Yeah.
Little ping. Hicks walks in between the dots. That shot is knocked away. Kept in by Roos. Roos walks in. Shot. Got his stick underneath that one. And I would say pitching wedged it up over the net.
Yeah, that looked like my pitching wedge over the green into the bunker.
Yeah, that's right. Kept in by Hicks there. Hicks walks in. Deflected shot. Behind the net, there's the dangerous Cranenberg. Cranenberg walks out. Power play is up. Power play is over. Cranenberg with the shot. Rebound, a couple of whacks at it by Jordan Stockey, and Chase Hansen is up to the challenge.
He took off the dome there. He's got some.
I was about to say he's got a good head of hair on him.
Yeah,
he's got a good head of hair on him.
Good lettuce there for Chase Hansen.
We both forget what it was like to be 14 and have a full head of hair,
yes.
Right? Draws one by the Irish right in. Daig with the shot, knocked up over the net. Backhanded behind the net. Derrickson has it. Gets it up ahead. That's Minot. Minot walks through. Nice play by Kucera to just tip it away. Oliver Hicks. Up off the boards. Thunder try to walk through with it. They can't. Player goes down. No penalty called. There's Oliver Hicks again. It's played forward. Briones plays it up ahead to Cranenberg. Cranenberg with the shot. The rebound is down. Jax Daig is there, and official blew the whistle, but that puck was sitting in the blue paint. Fortunate whistle for the Bloomington Thunder, as that puck was loose out in front of Chase Hansen.
You know, if there's a puck near a goal, 76 will be around it.
He'll be around it, yep. And we talked about this earlier. He had the goal of the year last year in NIHL. It was came in on a breakaway, went between his legs and up over the goalie's shoulder. He had the puck between his legs and flipped the puck up over the goalie's shoulder. It was impressive.
Yes.
No other way of putting it.
Ooh, that was a rough ride.
Yeah, Oliver Hicks gets that rough ride courtesy of Jackson Nickel. Shot from the point goes wide by Kucera. We're down to 6.5 now. Out to center ice, and the Thunder trying to get something going offensively here as the Irish Rovers have really kind of put this game on lockdown defensively over the last 6 or 7 minutes. Here comes Kucera in. His shot's knocked away. Pierce Slocum just tips it forward, finds its way under the stick of Cooper Roos. Roos looking for Cranenberg, not able to get the puck to him. D to D. Nickel. There's Roos, tries to play the puck down. Tries to settle the puck down, and he can't. Here comes Cranenberg. Cranenberg one-on-one, goes wide with it, goes around the defense, the shot in, and it's swept out of harm's way by the Thunder. Comes around over to the right side. Thunder flip it forward into the offensive zone as they go for a 5-man line change. That gives Jacob Hicks a chance to skate out with it. Up ahead to Clark. Benjamin Clark knocked off his stick. Thunder come the other direction. That's CJ Porter down low. Porter pushed up against the backboards, gets some help down there from Stocky. Stocky comes out with it, taken away by the Thunder. Anthony shot, score!
Wow.
Wow, Charles Anthony came out from below the red line and roofed that, tying this game at 2.
Helping down in that far corner. His teammate needed some support. He was able to go in, pick that puck up, and as you said, swooped in around and fired it. We got a tie hockey game.
We do, and that was Charles Anthony, if you remember, Eric, the first shot of the game. Charles Anthony in all alone on Noah Schultz. Schultz had the better of him that time, but this time, Charles Anthony gets the equalizer, and it's all square again. In the offensive zone, knocked out by the Thunder.
That was a pretty goal.
It really was. Oliver Hicks. It's it up ahead to Briones. Briones in on Hansen, who just sticks it behind his own net. Nice move there by Kyle Simpson to elude the defense. Plays it forward to Beckman. Off of Beckman's stick. Kucera has it. He's hit hard into the boards.
Wow.
That was borderline, yeah. CJ Porter went hard.
He was thrown that way.
Yeah, he went hard, and I'd say maybe got him from the side rather than from the back, but just how he was standing, Kucera went into the boards really awkwardly. Here's Briones walking in, swoops around, centers it, shot in, wide of the net off of Harrell's stick. Cranenberg on the forecheck, chasing down CJ Porter. Thunder work the puck out to center ice. We're down to 4 minutes in a tie hockey game. Nice inside out move by Anthony again. The puck is sitting on the back of the net, and they're able to jam it out eventually. Thunder keep it in. It's back behind the net. Gully has it, tries to play it to Anthony off the back of the net, up along the dasher, and the self pass finds its way up onto Cranenberg's stick. Cranenberg 2-on-1. Cranenberg in, pass, shot, score! Grady Harrell takes the feed from Connor Cranenberg, and just like that, the Irish Rovers retake the lead. It's 3-2.
And all that happening because the Thunder could not keep that puck in at the far point, Aaron. They tried, unable to keep it in. And when 20 is the player who's out in front ahead of the play like that, that's a risky proposition, and it turned out to be the case for Bloomington.
Yeah, we've seen it all night. Connor Cranenberg making the right play, and he made the right play there, made that feed. He drew the defenseman to him, got it over to Harrell, and Grady had all day and didn't miss.
Well, this has turned out to be a whale of a game.
Yep, another good one. So the Squirts tomorrow have a lot to live up to.
Yes, they do.
We got to tell them that. Tell those 10-year-olds that they better play some good hockey tomorrow.
They're already in bed. Well, maybe not.
Maybe not, no.
I would probably be like just wired out of my mind.
Yep, ready to play the game.
Yeah.
That's Noah Gully bangs Roos into the boards. Does come out to center ice. D-to-D pass. There's Jackson Nickel. Gets to Gully. Gully up off the boards, and that's going to be an icing.
Yeah,
he didn't gain the red line. Yeah, didn't gain the red line. Got to know where you are on the ice at all times. Yeah, Jackson Daig on the forecheck, and you can see Gully skating over to the bench, just a little, kind of dejected's probably the wrong word, but just like, yeah, that was a bad play. His team trails 3-2 with 3 minutes left. So Bloomington got this thing tied at about the 5-minute mark, but the Irish Rovers, courtesy of Connor Cranenberg's 2 goals and an assist here tonight, giving his team a 3-2 lead. Here come the Thunder down low. That's Porter. He's roughed off by Hicks. The shot in, sticked away by Schultz. Hicks slings it around the far side, kept in over there by Simpson. Simpson walks around the defense, walks in, shot.
Nice play by Simpson.
Yeah, it really was. Derrickson, and I think we're going to have a penalty called here on... the Irish Rovers.
Is it? Yeah.
I think no one's gone to the box yet. Why did they I mean, she just blew the whistle, and the faceoff's coming.
I didn't see what the infraction was. Obviously, it must have been something against Bloomington.
Yeah. Hand pass or played with a high stick or something. Not really sure.
Yeah.
Lofted shot in on Schultz. He makes the save. Faceoff's going to come to his left.
Bird's eye view.
Bird's eye view of Connor Cranenberg taking the draw for the Irish Rovers. And CJ Porter for Bloomington. It's won by the Thunder. Flipped towards the blue line, but kept in there by Anthony. Anthony with the backhand. Schultz doesn't know where it is. It gets behind him. Kept in there. Kicked stick, skate to stick. Derrickson walks in. Derrickson, one too many moves maybe for Derrickson. Would have liked to have seen him once he made that first move and got around the first defender. I would have liked to have seen him just turn around and shoot that.
Yep.
Anthony knocked down, no whistle. We're under 2 minutes, kept in at the point. Hicks has it, flips it down the length of the ice. No icing. It gets away from Derrickson.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on Hansen at the far end.
That's a hook. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
officials missed a hook there for sure. Puck comes into the offensive zone for Bloomington, but the Irish Rovers are there. They just sling it around. Jax Daig tips it out to center ice. We're under 90 seconds. There's Hicks, not giving the Thunder a chance to clear their nets, and Chase Hansen covers. There was no white jerseys around him, but
yeah,
that's one of those where maybe you'd like to see him play it, because now you're stuck in your own zone on a defensive zone draw when you need to get your goalie out of there.
Yep.
Draws one back to the point, and this is what happens, right? You just get pinned in your own zone, and this gives the Irish Rovers a chance to just kill the clock. Jax Daig walks out. Daig stick handles, knocked off the puck. Banged out to center ice. That's Noah Gully.
Got to get it in deep.
Gully one-hands it, does get it in deep.
Hansen to the bench.
There's Minot with the puck. Minot stick handles, plays it for Landon Beckman. Puck is knocked around, and it comes out of the zone. 37 seconds left. Time for one or two more rushes here for Bloomington. They walk into the offensive zone. It's Frankenberger, banged up against the boards, cleared up and out of the zone. There was nobody at that left point. The puck comes out down to 18 seconds. Here comes Nickel. Nickel tries to play it forward. On it now is Gully. Gully self-pass. Stocky back to the point. 8 seconds. Shot in from the point.
Not on target.
Not on target. Stocky throws it the length of the ice, and that will do it. The Irish Rovers trailed 1-0 in the first period, tied the game, fell behind 2-1, took a 2-1 lead. Game was tied by Bloomington in the third period, and the tie-breaking goal, Grady Harrell, with about 3 minutes left in the third period, give the Irish Rovers the 3-2 win and a 1-0 lead here in the best of three. Game 2 will be tomorrow afternoon at 3:40 p.m. here at the Hoffman Estates Ice Arena. Eric, I know what you're going to say, but what are your thoughts on tonight's hockey game?
Oh, it was just fabulous. I mean, you couldn't ask for us a better 2 games to open up this playoff weekend. Great job by both Bantam games, the teams in the Bantam games, and looking forward to score tomorrow.
Yeah, that was the two as you couldn't have said it any better. 2 terrific games. All 4 teams played super hard, and it'd be nice. I'm going to keep my eye on these tournaments to see how these 2 teams see where these tournaments go. Right, see how these 2 teams play each other tomorrow, and see what the end results are. So, yeah, Eric and I tomorrow afternoon, 12:20 and 1:50, I believe. Fifth Third Arena in Chicago. The Squirts take center ice. So once again, final score here in game number 2. The 2 seed Irish Rovers defeat the 3 seed Bloomington Thunder 3-2. So I hope you guys had a wonderful Friday night wherever you're watching the NIHL Blackhawks tournament. My partner Eric Willowhite. My name is Aaron Shellen, and Eric and I will talk to you tomorrow afternoon from Fifth Third. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.